Ja, da sind wir auch schon wieder bei dem nächsten und nicht den übernächsten Let's Play. Ist wieder ein Live-Let's Play, also nebenbei läuft der Stream. Und nicht nur ich bin dabei, sondern auch die Sunny. Hallo Sunny.
Hallo.
Und jetzt muss ich noch den Bildschirm umstellen. Augenblick. Ich hoffe, ich habe so und dann muss ich das so machen. Achso, und meine Kamera muss ich auch noch ausmachen. So. Jetzt funktioniert das fast. Ich hätte das vielleicht vormachen sollen, aber jetzt ist egal. Jetzt hat man mal kurz mein Gesicht mal wieder gesehen. Und mein Desktop, glaube ich. Gut, ich würde sagen, wir stürzen uns direkt rein. Wie immer eigentlich. Auf geht's. Ach, genau, die Geschichte war das. Ja, ja. Okay. Sonne. Warte mal, dreimal Sonne. Zweimal Berge und einmal Wasser. Wie genau kann ich das jetzt ändern? Vor allem, was bringt das? Aha. Steht hier zufällig irgendwas? Kann ich.
It's the symbol of the water.
Symbol des Wassers.
It's the symbol of the earth. It's the symbol of the sun. It's the symbol of the sun. It's the symbol of the sun. It's the symbol of the earth.
Erde, Wasser, Erde, Sonne, Sonne, Sonne. Ja, das haben wir auch gerade gedacht.
Wo sind auch die richtigen Steine auf der Truhe da auftreten?
Das habe ich keine Ahnung, weil die haben ja auch keine besondere Farbe.
Guck noch mal ganz kurz auf das Bild drauf da unten, also auf die Truhe. Die anders?
Sonne, Sonne.
Ah.
Ah, guck mal. Erde in der Mitte. Wasser, Erde. Ah, okay, das ist im Prinzip die Kombination. Warte mal, dann, das heißt Sonne, Sonne. Sonne, also ich schätze mal hier Sonne, da Sonne, da Sonne. Ja gut, dann drehen wir mal. Und dann sehen wir mal weiter. So, jetzt müssen wir kurz gucken. Noch eins. Jetzt müsste es hinkommen. Sonne, Sonne. Oder so. So vielleicht? Sonne. Ja. Ja, ja, so ist, also so ist der Standpunkt schon mal richtig. Weil hier muss Erde, Wasser und Erde wieder. Jo, jetzt ist nur die Farben, keine Ahnung. Da drehe ich jetzt einfach ein bisschen passt. Okay, also eins scheint schon mal richtig zu sein.
Ah ja, okay. Einen grünen können wir jetzt.
Aha. Ach, Moment. Wir müssen die Dinger drehen und dann die Farbe von dem Teil ändern und dann weiter drehen. Das heißt, dieser ist jetzt schon mal richtig. Die mittlere Sonne ist gelb schon mal richtig. Glaube ich. Ach du Scheiße. Das heißt, er müsste jetzt auch wieder grün sein. Jetzt ist er rot. Ne, jetzt ist er aus. ist das ein Kackrätsel. Ich ändere mal die Farbe und gucke, ob er was anzeigt. Nö. Achso, das könnte jetzt vielleicht grün sein. Rot. Was? Gelb. Blau. Ja, dann sagen wir mal, Erde ist rot. Ich bestimme jetzt einfach mal, dass Erde rot ist. Und Wasser, finde ich, ist blau.
Ja, das wäre jetzt auch.
So, dann weiter. Erde wieder rot. Und dann drehen wir mal rum und probieren, was passiert. Halt. Ah, nein. Jetzt muss ich noch komplett rumdrehen. Boah, das Rätsel geht mir echt auf den Sack, ne? Bestimmt noch. So, und jetzt dieses Ding hier drehen. Jetzt hoffen wir einfach mal, dass das passt. So, eins weiter. Wow, was ich für ein geiler Typ bin. Hey. Was haben wir hier? Inkubation.
Our highest praise is lavished upon you, the newest member of the aristocratic class. The seisan is the lotus flower, a symbol of rebirth in Egyptian mythology. You will now undergo a period of mind conditioning for the next 3 months, where thought patterns will be restructured for complete obedience to our cause. After, you will become a pure disciple of Seisan, worthy of leadership in the new order.
Ein reiner Jünger.
Hm.
Die Hex.
I'll bet this is where they're keeping Mason Bauer since security is so tight. I better be careful to stay in the shadows.
Aha. Ach, da oben ist die Kamera. Ich dachte, wo ist denn diese Kamera? B. Bozeman, 27 days.
Incubation cell. What the hell?
Ach so, sind auch so Leute. Mensch.
Immerhin greifen sie dich nicht an.
What kind of chambers are these?
Storage room.
The armoire is locked. I'll need to find a key. 4 or 5 crates, all addressed to Charles Foster Kane. Monk robes for the on-the-go monk that favors both stylishness and... 4 or 5 crates, all addressed to Charles Foster Kane. 4 or 5 crates, all addressed to Charles Foster Kane. 4 or 5 crates, all addressed to crates. 4 or 5 crates and barrels. Barrels and crates. The armoire is locked. I'll need to find a key.
Okay, hier gibt's erstmal nichts.
Hoffen wir mal, dass der Schlüssel nicht wieder in irgendeiner richtigen Kackstelle liegt.
Ja. Hä? Ah, hat mich erwischt.
On my list of preferable ways to go, this is definitely not one of them.
So viel zu, dass ich dich nicht angreife.
Ja, das, tja.
Hat sich gerade erledigt.
Kann ich mich nicht irgendwie als Mönch verkleiden oder so?
Das wäre cool.
Ja.
Die ganzen Roten.
Monk robes for the on-the-go monk that favors both stylishness and comfort.
Mhm, okay. Das Büro des Direktors. Wo finde ich denn das Büro des Direktors? Hier? Ach nee, das ist Mason Bowers, da muss ich dann hin. Aber erstmal muss ich es ausschalten. Jetzt kommt der Typ.
Oh.
Gehst du zufällig weiter? Nein, er setzt sich erstmal hin.
Ah.
Jetzt muss ich wieder warten. Na los, hopp, hopp, steh auf. Komm, hopp, hopp, hopp. Na also.
Looks like the translator's wisdom. Rebirth. Looks like the translator's ambitions are the same as Ming the Merciless.
Hat mir jetzt nicht so viel gebracht.
Universal domination.
Wo finde ich denn das Büro des Direktors? Hier? Ah,
I'll need a security card to get inside the head. This is the door to the headmaster's office. It's
ja,
locked.
aber... Hebe im Lagerraum den Sicherheitsausweis vom Boden auf. Okay, ja. Da kommt er. Wo war der überhaupt?
Ich hätte mich auch schon gnadenlos verlaufen.
Vom Boden. Wo zum Henker soll denn hier der Boden sein? Hä? Briefe.
I need to find 7 circled red letters.
Aha.
4 or 5 crates, all addressed to Charles Foster Kane.
Wo zum Henker ist denn hier schon wieder dieser blöde Ausweis?
Könnte auch den Roten.
Hebe im Lagerraum den Sicherheitsausweis vom Boden auf. Ist das nicht der Lagerraum hier?
I bet this is where the store things.
Storage Room. Bin ich mir ziemlich sicher, dass das der Lagerraum sein soll.
Wieder was verschieben. Kiste mit dem.
Ich kann nichts verschieben.
Come here, monkey, monkey.
Da!
Da
Oh,
gibt's halt
wow! Meine Fresse, ey.
You bet your sweet Bippy I'm picking that up.
Total auffällig.
Ich weiß es jetzt nicht mehr. Dass ich mich gar nicht gesehen habe. Also da muss man schon echt halb blind sein. So, ich glaube, das war auf der anderen Seite. Okay, jetzt soll ich irgendein Maskenrätsel lösen? Dann kann ich gleich mal gucken.
Candle, couple of books. Guess this guy wanted to be like Lincoln. Reads by candlelight. Yeah, that's not important.
Hm.
Bam! Looks like we got ourselves another secret room.
Gibt's auch irgendwo Hinweise? Ah, okay, gut. Schreibtischschublade.
Looks like an armoire key. Candle, couple of books. Guess this guy wanted to be like Lincoln. Reads by candlelight.
Ah, sehr
Like
schön.
an Ike Hammer candy comic. The case of the not so thin man. I'll put this in my comic book rack collection in my office.
Muss ich doch wieder ins Lagerraum gehen. Meine Güte. Hier war nicht der Lagerraum.
Booga, booga, booga.
Buka, buka, buka. Hm. Lesezeichen. Da.
Bookmark. A simple bookmark. It's a bookmark.
Also links, runter, rechts, hoch oder so.
Oh.
Ah, jetzt habe ich die
It's a security sta- it's a
sich
security
jetzt
station.
Sicherheitskameras
It's
kaputt
only
gemacht.
monitoring one.
Ausgemacht. Zumindest die bei Mason Bowers. Wenn ich jetzt noch wüsste, wo die sind. Wo das war. Mason Bauer, nö. Nö. Nein. 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 Moin. Hier auch nicht. Aber hier.
This is Mason Bauer's cell. I need to find all 7 letters for this sign. This is
Kacke.
Mason Bauer. This must be Mason Bauer's room, and it's got
Wo finde ich
security
denn jetzt
lights
die
on.
Dinger?
Vielleicht musst du da noch mal hin, wo der Mensch vorhin gesessen hat. Da war doch so ein...
Sieh dir das Zeichen der Ruhe an, sieh das Zeichen der Autorität an, sieh das Zeichen der Gehorsamkeit. Ach du Scheiße. Das muss ich wahrscheinlich alles hier angucken.
Ja.
Oder so. Ach da, Wisdom, Rebirth. Also M am Ende. Ja, keine Ahnung.
What the hell is happening to these people?
Ach, hier hängen die Schilder.
Purity.
Oh, wow.
Peace. Authority.
Merkst du dir das gerade oder merkt er sich das?
Ich hoffe, er merkt sich das.
I need to find all 7 letters for...
6. Oh, hab ich eins vergessen.
Obedience.
Habe ich jetzt alle? Ja.
I need to find all 7 letters.
Supreme.
Hey, endlich sieht man ihn mal wieder. Oh,
Ne,
das sieht aus wie Dr. House.
ein bisschen, ja.
Bowers? Mason Bowers. Anybody home? Bowers? Yeah, you don't remember anything, do you? I'm gonna have to bring something back to cut you out of here.
No. They told me.
Scared. Yeah, I'm scared too. But these people, they're trying to hurt you. I'm here to help you, okay? But to do that, I need your help. Look, have you got anything? Anything at all that I can use? Anything in your pockets?
War er da auch, oder
Keine Ahnung.
diese Einstiche hat?
Just the...
Yeah, those are nice. I need them. Look,
Those are mine.
relax. Stay here. Yeah, I'll be back, and you have a great day.
Those are mine! Those are mine! Dave! 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 Come back here! What did you do?
Gott, der will ein
Dave!
Blut haben.
They're mine! Dave! You come back here! You come back!
Seeing Bauer so unbalanced and paranoid was not a real confidence builder on what the future had in store for me. I'm dealing with something far beyond my level of expertise, and I need some professional advice from my new best friend, Dr. Kate Donahue.
Donahue.
Hat er jetzt die Dinger mitgenommen?
Das habe ich auch nicht verstanden. One jumped out of the cuckoo's nest.
Glad to see you're still alive.
I bet you say that to all your patients.
So your test results came back. Have you ever been in the military or undergone any behavioral therapies?
Well, one of my exes tried to put me in obedience school. Does that count?
Back around 2020, a controversial therapy was developed, initially to help victims of trauma. It was known as a trance inducer. Nanites were used to target specific memories, blocking brain signals, essentially erasing the traumatic memories. The military started to use it to treat post-traumatic stress, but then they and other government agencies discovered more off-label purposes.
And somehow it's ended up in my system.
Whoever injected you coupled it with a verbal cue, a trance key. It's a phrase spoken to trigger a response. To restore your memory, you need an antidote serum known as a trance interrupter, and then the trance key.
Great. Now, could you tell me where I might find those?
That's the bad news. But if you get the serum and your key, your recall should be strong as ever.
Let's check your recall, Doc. Can you answer a few questions for me?
Let's just keep this professional, shall we? I don't think you could do much better. And yes, I mean that the way it sounded. I believe he runs a diner over by Telegraph Hill. I've dealt with many cases of amnesia, but nothing exactly like this. I've checked around, and it's not stocked by any medical facilities. You'll need your trance key to restore your memory, and the only way you'll find it is to get it from the person who injected you with the trance inducer. I have no idea what the trance key might be, of course, but it would likely be a short, fairly unique phrase.
Chips Cola.
Before I return to Ceyzanne, I'll need a laser blade to cut Bowers free, the trance interrupter serum, and its trance key.
Phone message waiting. Phone message waiting. Phone message waiting. Mr. Murphy. Please, tell me you have news about Mason.
He's being held at a place called Cézanne, which is some crazed cult where the lunatics are in charge. I'm not going to alert the police because they might dispose of Mason. I think I better handle this myself.
But why would you put yourself in so much danger?
Because someone's taken 7 years of my life from me and I want it back. If there's a way I can discover what happened and somehow restore my memories, I'll take that chance.
Oh, I hope you do get that chance. My name is Thompson Alt. I'll get back with you soon. Good luck, Mr. Murphy.
Mhm.
Wo hat er jetzt seinen Namen genannt?
Das habe ich auch nicht so ganz verstanden. Aber wir haben fast alle Dinger noch. 4 Stück. Tja.
I'm not ready to go back there yet. I still need a few more items.
Vielleicht hier im Elektronikshop oder so.
Not again. You're gonna get me fired. Or worse. Sorry. I don't know if this has anything to do with this trans key you're talking about, but after that 48 Pandian flew off, I circled back. I took a quick look around and saw a fresh hypo on the ground along with a few cards. I grabbed them. If you want them, just don't tell the cops I gave them to you. You think we got something that expensive here? And you know you gotta have a license to carry one, right? Look, I have one of my own. I'll give it to you. But only if you swear that it squares us up.
Okay. Jetzt haben wir ein Laserschwert, Kreuz 4 und Sicherheitskarten.
I'm not ready to go back there yet. I still need a few more items.
Dann vielleicht hier.
Perhaps I've been wrong about you, Murphy. What can I do to help? No. Next.
Okay, er hat nichts. Schade.
Still can't believe I'm working with the one and only Tex Murphy. What can I do for you, sir? That's the witch. At least that's what I call her. A couple times I've seen this old lady sneaking around the neighborhood. Would if I could. Don't know.
Nope.
I hope you don't mind, Mike. I've been telling folks in the neighborhood about your situation, just so they know it's the old Tex they're dealing with. Let me know what else I can do for you. Sorry.
Na gut.
Always happy to help out my best tenant. Let me think. No.
Na gut.
Having a detective hanging around isn't exactly great for business tax. I'm gonna have to start charging you. Keep this up, and I need to start charging you.
Und bei Holly?
Hey Tex, how's your case progressing? Can't help you there.
Nope. Höchstens noch dieser andere komische Typ. Warte mal, wo war der denn da? Nee.
So ein bisschen der Aluhut-Typ.
Ja. Ich überlege gerade, wo der war. Ach, hier in dem Lama-Club. Glaube ich. Nee. Wo war der denn?
Only guests of this hotel are allowed entrance through here. The Golden Gate Hotel? Nicest place on Chandler. Needs a key. People who stay here at the Ritz don't want to be found.
Hier war auch nix. Kann ich jetzt mal reingucken, ob ich hier noch ein Comic-Heft oder so finde, aber ich glaube nicht. Nö. Aua. War das hier?
Hey, Tex, how you doing? Don't know about that.
Nö. Hier ist ja auch nix. Tja. Öffne mit Hilfe der 2 Baseballkarten von Mason den Safe im Arbeitszimmer des Strandhauses. Ach, meine Güte. Ja, da muss man aber schon wirklich... Keine Ahnung.
Before I return to Ceysan, I'll need a laser blade to cut Bowers free, the trans-interrupter serum, and his trans key. Man, this is a nightmare. I fly back to the beach house to see if the cards Mason had on him can be used here. When I arrive, there's a familiar face waiting at the door, looking for an update.
You found Mason. Is he okay?
Not physically, but mentally he's had a taste of his own medicine and it doesn't suit him.
Where is he?
It's a place called Ceysan, and I can't tell whether he's being held for his own protection or against his will.
So, what do we do now? If we don't know why he's there, we shouldn't get the police involved, right?
Yeah, these boys play for keeps. I'm afraid if we break in on him, Mason may disappear for good.
You said you don't think he knows who he is. What does that mean?
He's been shot up by something called the trans-inducer. And if we don't get Mason's memory back, all 3 of us may be stuck at this dead end.
I'm so grateful you're doing this. I don't know who else I could turn to. I still care for Mason, but we haven't been close in a long time. You seem so...
Das genießt er aber auch, ne?
Well, being a PI is a very rough business.
Isn't the rough business always more exciting? Maybe when Mason is back to his normal state and out of danger.
Look, I'm no hero. I'm doing this to get my memory back. But perhaps later we could talk about this.
Perhaps is so full of possibilities. Is there a more intriguing or tantalizing word?
Perhaps. But right now I've got to find something to help me get Mason out of Ceysan.
I'll leave you to it. Good luck, Tex. I've got to go. But you know how to get a hold of me if there's anything you need.
Der kann sich ja kaum retten.
Ja. Alle Weiber wollen was von ihm.
I just don't get it. These women, why are they interested in you?
Maybe you need to get your optical sensors checked.
Wow. Between Ariel, Taylor, and the look Mojo is giving you, I'd say losing 7 years has done wonders for your charisma. Hey, have you considered wiping a few more? Oh, that was a nice catsuit, by the way. Can we pick up one in my size?
The drawer inside this safe needs 2 additional... This must be the trans-interrupter medication. There's only 1 dose.
Jetzt kann ich da vielleicht hin. Ja.
Mason, how are you today? How's everything going here at the camp?
Ah.
4 clubs. 4 clubs. 4 clubs, Mason. Come on, wake up. Come on, don't be deaf, dumb, and stupid. Please, Mason, wake up. That's it, come on.
Tex? Where are we?
We're in Say Sin. We gotta move fast.
Is that the trans interrupter? What have you done?
Brought you back from Zombieland. These guys wiped your memory.
No, they didn't. I did.
That's it.
What?
Tom?
Why the hell would you do that?
Oh, God. Now they can find out everything I know. How could you do this?
Oh, well, maybe because I want my memory back. Your friend said you're the only one who could help.
My friend?
Yeah, the one who came for the cryo chamber.
So he has it. The cryo chamber's safe?
Yes, he has it. So where do we get more serum? There was only one dose and you're safe. And what the hell's my trans key?
Margaret injected you. She's the only one who could have helped you.
Yeah, and she's dead. And I'm pretty sure her head was the main ingredient in that soup can of yours. Why'd you cut off her head?
I didn't. It was Maldonado. I don't think I could have done it.
Yeah, well, don't mince words, because it was your idea.
Margaret double-crossed us. She came up with her own plan, but I think we stopped her before she could give it to the translator.
Well, you don't come across as totally insane.
She knew things, but she'd given up hope. However, some of us still believe. It wasn't fair of her to take those things to the grave. And I have the technology to tap what's inside her memories, even after death.
Well, I stand corrected. You are insane.
Da wollen sie runter?
You were in on it with us. We were all looking for the Tesla egg. But you're the one who found it in the wall of your apartment.
Können die da nicht schon
Still
durchkrabbeln?
working from the inside, letting you all know what the translator was doing. By then, Margaret had stolen the egg and disappeared. I was afraid she'd switch sides, so I hired Maldonado to do surveillance on the Ritz, hoping she'd show up.
Yeah, and she did. She and that big mutant came by and injected me.
No. Hä?
I caught up to her at the door of her apartment. All I wanted to do was talk, but she clutched her chest and collapsed. Dead before she hit the floor. Decapitation was the last resort.
So when does the abduction come in?
I called Maldonado just when the translator's henchmen arrived. Maldonado brought the cryo chamber while I created a diversion. While they were chasing me, he did the deed. Then I used the transinducer on myself. We'll rendezvous with my friend. We gotta find that egg before the translator does.
All right, but let's swing by and get your wife, too, because she's been worried sick about you.
My wife? I don't have a wife.
Oh.
Very good, Tex. You continually impress.
The cryo chamber. It holds your answers. Don't let him find it.
Hat sich umgebracht? Ja. Ja.
Hä?
Das habe ich auch nicht so ganz verstanden jetzt.
Ich habe auch nicht alles so schnell lesen können.
Welcome back, Tex. You certainly have a gift for making things interesting.
Yeah, it's a gift that just keeps on giving.
I assume you have no idea who we are.
Well, let me just save some time here. I have no memory of you or anything else since this bastard here shot me and my girlfriend 7 years ago.
Yes. Margaret made sure of that, didn't she? Willing to die just to keep you out of the equation, undermining me at every turn, right up until the end.
I need to know one thing. Did you kill Chelsea?
You could say that.
Don't move.
It's a long story, Tex. Maybe some other time.
Just tell me what happened to Chelsea.
Dalton, would you please answer Tex's question?
My pleasure. We'd stolen your speeder, of course. After I sedated you and Chelsea, you were taken to a place where we could search your memories for leads to Margaret Leonard's whereabouts. When that failed, I staged Chelsea's death, attempting to draw Leonard out of hiding. We left identifiable DNA inside your burned-out speeder.
Which, incidentally, was uninsured.
Leonard didn't fall for it, unfortunately. Eventually, we let Chelsea go. And I never saw her again.
This was all before I returned. I've never seen Chelsea.
I haven't seen her either. As far as you know.
So Chelsea's alive. Somewhere.
I don't know. or care.
And you are?
I am the translator.
Is translating your profession or a hobby?
It is my mission and my destiny.
Well, I guess that makes 1,000,002 questions that I have. Everything would be a lot easier if you just unlocked my memory.
I would if I could, Tex, believe me. Unfortunately, Margaret took your trance key to her grave.
What? I'm supposed to believe that I'm on your guys' side for whatever's going on here?
That's right. We're all in this together.
We united in a common goal. It was a goal Margaret and I used to share many years ago. But she lost hope after I died.
You're Joe Hansen? Margaret Leonard's husband? The FBI agent who stole the Tesla cash?
I am. And I did. But when I learned what we'd taken from Tesla and buried in our vaults, what amazing technologies he had to offer the world, it became my dream to complete his work. But then I was diagnosed with terminal cancer. I had little time left, so we decided that I should be preserved in a cryogenic state in hopes that a cure could be found someday.
But now you're here alive again, so who's the one who brought you back?
Margaret refused. She said it wasn't safe yet. I tried to pressure her and she disappeared.
In the end, it was Mason who completed the reanimation.
What's it like?
Indescribable. I saw eternity. And I returned with a renewed sense of purpose. I finally saw the true vision of Tesla's work.
So if Mason brought you back, why did he turn against you?
Margaret can be very persuasive. I think she convinced Mason that my work was too risky. But she couldn't convince you, Tex.
I'm a little lost here. Why do you need me?
Margaret held one last piece of the puzzle. The Tesla egg. It is the nucleus of the atom. Without it, the spirit radio has little effect. But with it, the veil between living and dead will vanish. And we will all exist within the immortal coil. We have work to do. You're free to go, Tex.
These guys must be playing some kind of mind trick on me. This has got to be a setup of some kind.
Tex, buddy, I'm afraid I haven't been totally straight with you. But over the last 7 years, you have become a lying, womanizing, duplicitous, two-timing cutthroat who plays both sides against the middle for money, and is partners with the gentleman who just left the room. I thought you could just walk away from the person you'd become, but I see that fate may have something else in mind.
The Talking Dead. Lost in translation.
After I returned from Ceysan, I called Alt to tell him Mason Bowers had taken a 40-foot leap. The guy was so broken up, he hung up the phone. I'm not sure if Bowers' death ended Alt's interest in this whole sorry mess, but my gut tells me I'll need his help if I'm ever going to solve this case. I decided to visit St. Germain to find more information about the Tesla egg.
So, how goes the investigation? I don't suppose you have any news regarding that egg we talked about?
Well, everybody's talking about the Tesla egg, but I
So
think
fit,
I've got
no?
a lead on it.
Ah, the egg of Columbus, the copper egg. Unveiled by Tesla at the Chicago World's Fair in 1893, it was the very heart of a small prototype that, some say, would become his most notorious invention.
But you seem underwhelmed, and that's not good.
You know the story of Tunguska?
Well, I do now.
If you believe, as many do, that the Tunguska explosion was caused by the Tesla death ray, and you believe that the Tesla egg is a core component of the death ray, well, then the egg would be of immense fortune. Tell me, what do you believe, Mr. Murphy?
I believe you know a lot more than you're telling me.
Are you familiar with Paradise Lost?
Isn't that one of those resorts for swingers?
Paradise Lost is a poem about the great divide in heaven when Lucifer was cast out. After his banishment, Lucifer swore revenge and created an army of his own. He and his followers waited in darkness for their chance to strike back at the god who cast them out. After a 3-day battle against the faithful angels, the forces of evil were banished from heaven for all eternity.
Oh, I like it when the good guys win.
Yes. But what if the war were not over? What if Lucifer had not been defeated, but lay in wait, preparing for his chance to overthrow heaven?
Well, debating hypothetical fairy tales is a little nerdy for me.
Look at the world around you. Did heaven win the battle? Man has created hell on earth. And the longer man exists, the further he descends from the wisdom and discernment needed to overcome the darkness. At his core, he is a grasping, clawing, foolish creature, willing to commit any sin to appease his base and greedy nature.
I thought I was jaded. You really think we're as bad as all that?
There are still some who give me hope. You, I'm not sure about. Your role, whether for good or evil, has yet to be determined.
He's not so bad. Does he have the egg?
No, my dear. Entirely the wrong egg. An interesting trinket, to be sure, but not the egg I'm searching for.
Well, if it isn't Ariel Bowers. You know, I hope I pronounced that correctly because Bowers doesn't have a wife.
Great work, detective. How long did that take to figure out?
Not long. After Bowers told me.
I have to confess, I haven't been totally honest with you on some things.
Just some?
I didn't know who you were when you first interrupted my own search of Bowers' place.
And what were you doing there?
I work for an organization you wouldn't have heard of. We're based out of St. Petersburg.
Florida.
Russia.
How about you?
I don't work for anyone. Just the greater good. And my own little passions, of course. Ariel and I have crossed paths on several occasions. This time we seem to have some objectives in common, so we pooled our resources.
Yeah, I'm well familiar with Ariel's resources. How common are your objectives and mine?
That depends. You the kind of man who lets innocent people die?
Not normally, no.
You've heard of the Tesla Legacy Society. At one time it had a membership of hundreds. After Charles Johansson died, the numbers dwindled. Some time ago, all those people vanished without a trace. I'd hoped to find some answers from Bowers.
Oh, I got news for you. He's not dead. He's back.
He's the translator, I presume.
The one building the immortal coil.
Keine
You
Ahnung.
say you like it when the good guys win? You plan on doing anything about that?
Oh, sure. Leave it to me, as always. What are you two gonna do about it?
This is not my battle to fight.
He knows me. I won't be able to get close to him like you can.
You shall have to find the Tesla egg first. Of course.
Great. I didn't even think of that. Well, if you don't have any more helpful tips...
Until we meet again, Mr. Murphy. And something tells me we will.
Until next time. Kiss for luck. You'll need it.
After visiting with St. Germain, the former Mrs. Bowers invites me to a place called the Resort and says she has information to exchange.
Well, well. If it isn't Dudley Do-Right. Caught me red-handed.
Mm-hmm.
And if it isn't Natasha Vitale, you and Boris Badinov have certainly pulled a fast one on me.
Saint Germain isn't part of this. He's a collector looking for the Fabergé egg. I'm an agent looking to infiltrate the translator.
Well, let me guess. You specialize in undercover operations.
No, I really am. The organization I work for, you couldn't pronounce
Die
it,
Weiße
but in English it's
Garde.
called the White Guard. We've been monitoring the translator for years. We've had our eye on you as well. So are you going to interrogate me? I have so much to confess.
Why are you acting like I'm even slightly in control of this situation?
I'll be honest with you. I need your help, Tex. And I can help you, but I had to find out where your loyalties were.
Really? Well, what about me? When do I find out about you and where your loyalties lie?
That's why we're here, together, alone. I hope you don't mind I took the liberty of ordering some food. Should be here any minute. I thought we could have a bite, get to know each other a little better.
Set the spider to the fly.
I told you, Tex, I've had my eye on you for a while. And as you know, I'm not married. Who knows what lies ahead?
What lies ahead? That may be the truest thing you've ever said to me.
It's a rough world out there. Any of us could be dead tomorrow. I live in the moment. And right now, I want that moment to be with you.
Ariel, I have any number of reasons to keep you at arm's length. But right now, I just need one. There's a woman that I care about. I might even be in love with her. And until I know for sure, I can't afford to live in the moment. No matter how gorgeous or enticing that moment might be.
I know things you might want to know.
I'm sure that you do. But if they come with strings attached, I'm not interested.
Okay, I promise. No strings attached. That must be the food. I'm just going to change real quick.
No changing.
Hey, cowboy. I was hoping I'd find you here.
Wow. Perfect timing.
What is it?
Come on in.
Is something wrong?
I can't keep stringing you along.
Well, what do you mean?
I've met someone. And she's here right now.
Echt? Das hast du jetzt genommen?
It's over between
Ich konnte sonst nichts anderes nehmen.
Liebe hättest du auch mit dir machen. Also Liebe gestehen, weil ewige Liebe.
Ja, dachte ich auch, dass das jetzt die ist.
I don't know what I ever thought I saw in you.
Tja. Habe ich jetzt nicht ganz verstanden, aber okay.
The food isn't here. Who was that you were talking to?
Oh, it's just someone I used to know.
I heard what you said. Naughty boy. You want some advice? Don't push your luck. You don't know a good thing when you've got it, do you?
Well, it's not that bad, really. Plenty of other fish in the sea just waiting to reject me. The good news is that without further distractions, I can focus on my case. I get a call from Archie who says he has a lead for me and I should come over right away.
Das hat wer geschrieben. Schon vor einiger Zeit, wo die ganze Zeit ein Video lief. Ja, ich würde sagen, ich mache jetzt erstmal Schluss. Ich bin echt ein bisschen platt jetzt. Reicht für mich heute. Uiuiui. Oh, ja, kurz und knapp. Ich hoffe, wir sehen uns das nächste Mal. Und wünsche euch noch eine gute Nacht. Bis dahin. Ciao, ciao.